What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Kid Taj, and today we have something very important in terms of NBA 2K17 news. MyCAREER news. Full MyCAREER news has been released today. I'm on the blog right now, and I'll put a link in the description for those who want to see it in depth, but I'm just going to summarize basically what I see. You're going to see the screenshots on the screen right now that are on this blog that were given away, so we have a little bit of a look, of what everything looks like, okay? So that's what everything looks like right now. And let's actually begin to get into all of the news we have so far for NBA 2K17 MyCAREER. So right off the bat, we got the creation. The creation is going to be a lot more in-depth than it has ever been, alright? We got a bunch of different types. Not only can you choose your position, but you can be any type of player. There's like 7 or 8 types of players for each position that you can be, with different attribute caps and different attribute setups and upgradable badges and such that you have. And you're going to want to choose wisely because it's very important. It's really going to shape how your player is going to turn out. You can customize it completely in terms of how you want them to be. I think this is actually pretty beautiful right here. I like this already. More customization is great. That's just what we want. Now, after this, we can customize our wingspan, basically our physicals. So our height, weight, wingspan. And I guess it's just like you can make these whatever you want, but be aware it's gonna change certain attribute caps and attributes or whatever. You're gonna want the better attributes, which ones are good, which ones are bad, how's it gonna work? Okay, so I think it's very important this stage of the game. A lot of people, they're just gonna bullshit this maybe, but this is actually great. And this is actually something you want to take a lot of time, and you want to actually really do exactly what you want. You want to be careful about this because you don't want to fuck up and have like super low speed or like a really bad height for what position you are. Like, so you really want to focus on what you're doing. Now, let's talk about the story. We know about how it's gonna start. How we're gonna start customizing our play, but let's talk about the story. So last year the story was bad, okay? I said in my last video the NBA 2K17 was I said in my last video the NBA 2K16 was my favorite NBA 2K so far. However, its one biggest downfall, in my opinion, aside from everyone talking about gameplay glitches or issues or something like that, biggest issues in the game, the worst thing about the game, in my opinion, was the NBA 2K16 MyCAREER story mode. It was really bad. All you really focused on was off the court. It was like a movie. You had no control over what was going on. You just sat back and watched, and it really didn't have an effect on your gameplay. That's bad. And this is doing the exact opposite of that. This is beautiful. It's very dynamic, off the court and on the court. Everything has an effect on everything, basically. And a great thing about this is your choices. You can make choices that really reflect everything. Your choices are important. You can choose your own story. There are different stories for if you are good in college or bad in college, stuff like that. That is beautiful. I've been waiting on that for 6 years, basically. And it's finally here. Thank you, NBA 2K. We can now choose our career path and have different story mode compared to another guy that chooses a different, it's just great. That is absolutely beautiful. I don't know why it took them so long to do that, because that's what we want, really. There are a lot of people that just want to straight up to play and no cutscenes, whatever. But I'd rather have this, than especially last year. After last year, that was pointless. Why even put all those cutscenes in the game if they have no effect on what you're doing? But this is absolutely fantastic. I'm loving this already, at least the concept. Hopefully they do a great job of executing it. So now, let's talk about Justice Young. Justice Young is like another character in the game that's going to be playing with you, and he's a second-round draft pick on your team that I guess you're going to be friends with. He's played by Michael B. Jordan, who was in Creed. He's a very, he's a very accomplished actor. So he's a guy that has a lot of experience. He's going to do a good job, and he's probably going to be very involved in the story because he's so good. They wouldn't want to get him for a minor role. He's going to be a big deal. And there's another guy, his name is Denver Levins. He's a guy I think he's a D-League player, undrafted, and he played D-League in Europe, and he's on your team, but he's just really happy to be there, and he's not really there to play a lot, but he's like the funny guy, maybe, I don't know. And then, check this out. This guy is pretty nice about the story. The various people in the story, these are not even all of the people in the story, but we're going to talk about characters. The characters that have been revealed, other than those guys that I said, of like your guy and the 2 friends, your agent, your assistant coach, your team's trainer, and some potentially unexpected ones as well. A beat reporter, your girlfriend, and your barber. So like it's a whole different feel, and I guess that's what that is. New teammates, a new city, new coaches also involved in this, and for the third year in a row, yes, high school, college, and now the NBA. Actually, I don't even know why it says third year in a row, but it says high school, college, and NBA, and we know that the Olympics are going to be involved in this, so that is going to be pretty sick. So that's what we have so far. And also, guys, this is crazy. I don't even know if I'm going to like this or not, but this is just crazy. So when you and Justice are on the court together, you can tell him to do things. So you can basically tell him to cut to the basket, take a shot, or isolate. You guys probably have really good on-court chemistry. And guess what? This is the kicker. You can switch over and control him entirely. You don't have to, but you have the ability to control more than one player on the court in MyCAREER. Are you kidding me? That's crazy, and I love how you have the ability. They don't make you do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But that's awesome. I mean, that's beautiful. I love that. So this is a totally different MyCAREER. It's like completely revamped, revitalized. I mean, I like the way it is looking right now. And then, of course, your MyCourts, you got, I think, 3 MyCourts or something like that. You can do text messaging. You have multiple events per day, so you can do off days and practice and endorsements all in one day. You could only do it once a day last year. I mean, this is looking really nice. Live practices, you're doing work, you're putting in work. It's different. You're more involved in the practice. That's how you get the 99 overall, and you can actually lift weights. I mean, look at that. There's a screenshot for lifting weights. I mean, this is awesome. MyCourts looks sick right now, and then there's, obviously these other pictures are from, I guess, the other cutscenes. Maybe you got him and the friend, the trainer. I wonder, the trainer. So they talked about injuries. They talked about like how they're gonna have a new injury system. I wonder if you get injured in the game, because the trainer is in the story. They say he's a character, so I really wonder. Maybe it has something to do with fatigue or something like that. But wow, I mean, this is so much stuff. I can't believe they got all this shit done. I really can't. There's a couple more. And yeah, guys, this looks pretty fucking sick. MyCAREER is going to be lit next year. And if you guys don't know, that's my favorite mode. I've always played MyCAREER so much more than anything else ever since I first got NBA 2K. So I'm going to be putting a lot of work into this. You're going to be seeing a lot of these MyCAREER videos for NBA 2K17. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Also, speaking of MyCAREER, I did a lot of NBA 2K16 MyCAREER. And if y'all want to check that out, it's on my other channel. There's only Juan. And as a bonus, actually, I'm going to be giving you my NBA 2K16 MyCAREER retirement. I'm actually going to post a Hall of Fame ceremony, retirement, whatever, probably in a couple days before the prelude for MyCAREER 2K17 comes out. So stay tuned for that. This is just awesome. I love this so much, and I cannot wait to start playing on September 9th. That's going to be all for now. Please smack that like button if you enjoyed and want more of this shit. I'll be putting out more videos. Comment ideas down below and subscribe. I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.